Hi, I am Rosanel Ginawa from IT 2103. Welcome to my channel. First, just click this activity. This is activity from chapter 3. The first activity, which is the protocols and the layers. First, I will answer it. DHCP, DNS, POP, FTP, IMAP, DSMTP, and from the TCP, from the transport is TCP and UDP. From the internet it is ICMP. IP is for internet also. EIGRP, OSPF, and the last two is for network access. So from the application, the HTTP. So the HTTP is the Hypertext Transfer Protocol. It's an application protocol for distributed collaborative hypermedia information system. HTTP is the foundation of data communication for the World Wide Web, where hypertext documents inside hyperlinks to other resources that user can easily access. And the second one is the BOOTP or the Bootstrap Protocol. BOOTP is a protocol that lets a network user be automatically configured, reviewed an IP address, and have an operating system initiated without user improvement. The BOOTP server, managed by a network administrator, automatically assigns the IP address from pool of address for a certain duration of time. So the third one is DHCP. Stands for Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. It's a protocol for assigning dynamic IP address to device on a network with dynamic addressing. A device can have a different IP address. Every time it connects to the networks, it's in same system. The device's IP address can even change within or while it is still connected to the DHCP. Also supports a mix of static and dynamic IP addresses. So the next is DNS from the application. The domain name system is the phone book of the internet. Human access information online through domain names like Lycan or SPN.com. Web browser interact through Internet Protocol or IP address. DNS translate domain names to IP address so the browsers can load internet resources. And the next from the application is the POP or POP. POP stands for Post Office Protocol, and it is an internet mail process that transfer your email messages from network solution servers to your computer. POP3 is the latest version of POP. It's your email messages on the network solutions servers so you can access your email messages while traveling. The FTP stands for File Transfer Protocol. It's a standard network protocol used for the transfer of computer files between a client and server on a computer network. FTP is built on a client-server model architecture using separate contract and data connections between the clients and the server. The IMAP, or Internet Images Access Protocol, is a standard email protocol that stores email messages on an email server but allows the end user to view and manipulate the messages as though they were stored locally on the end user's computing devices. The SMTP stands for Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, a protocol for sending an email messages between servers. Most email systems that sends mail over the internet use SMTP to send messages from one server to another. The messages can be retrieved with an email client. Only enter POP and the IMAP. And from the transport, the UDP stands for User Diagram Protocol, is an alternative communication protocol to Transmission Control Protocol. TCP used primarily for establishing low and loss tolerating connections between applications on the internet. The next one is the TCP, stands for Transmission Control Protocol. It is a standard that defines how to establish and maintain a network conversation via which application programs can exchange data. TCP works with the Internet Protocol IP, which defines how computers send packets of data to each other. And from the Internet, ICMP, or Internet Control Message Protocol, is an errors reporting protocol. Network devices like routers used to generate error messages to source IP address where network problems prevents delivery of IP packets, and IP network device has the capability to send or process ICMP messages. And the IP, or Internet Protocol Address, is a numerical label assigned to each device connected to a computer network that uses the Internet product for communication. An IP address serves two functions as our network interface in identification and location addressing. The EIGRP, or Enhanced Interior Gateway Routing Protocol, is an advanced distance vector routing protocol that's used our computer network for automating routing in decisions and configuration, as use a router to share routes with other routers within the same system. OSPF stands for Open Shortest Path First, as a link-state routing protocol, which means that the routers exchange topologies information with their nearest neighbors. The main advantage of a link-state routing protocol like OSPF that the complete knowledge of topology allows routers to calculate routes. And that's it for activity number 1 in chapter 3. So this is the second activity from chapter 3. First, I will answer it. Transport. From the exchange, it is data link. From the contains protocols used to process, it is application, and provides a data path of route. It's a network, and the BIT transmission, it is a physical layer. So I will explain the different layers, which is the first is transport layer. The transport layer is a layer for is responsible for delivery of an entire message from an application program on the source device to a similar application program on the destination device. And the second one is the data link layer. The data link layer is the protocol layer in a program that handles the data into out of the physical network. The data link layer is the layer to the open system interconnections OSI architecture model for a set of telecommunications protocols. And the third one is the application layer. OSI model, it is the topmost layer of OSI model manipulation of the information in various ways is done in this layer, which enables user or software to get access to the network. The fourth one is the network layer. It's the third level of the open system interconnections model, OSI model, and the layer that provides data routing paths for network communication. Data is transferred in the form of packets via logical network paths in a ordered format controlled by the network layer. So the physical layer, it is the first layer of the open system interconnections model, OSI model. The physical layer deals with the bit level transmission between different devices and supports electrical or mechanical connecting to the physical medium for synchronized communication. The internet layer is a group of interrupting methods, protocols, and specifications internet protocol suite that are used to transport network packets from original host to across network boundaries if necessary to the destination by an. So this is the second one, which is the answer is this is the network access, this is the transport, this is the application, and this is the internet. And let's have check. And that is for activity number 2 from chapter 3. And from the third activity from chapter 3 is this. First, I will answer first. And this is from the email data. The data. And from the transport header, it is the segments. And from the network and transport header, it is the packets. And from the frame network transport and header and the frame trailer, it is the frame. And for the last one, to finalize it, it's the bits. So the protocol data unit and encapsulation. For application data to travel uncorrupted from one host to another, header or control data which contain control and addressing information is added to the data as it moves down the layer. The process of adding control information as it passes through the layer model is called encapsulation. Decapsulation is the process of remaining the extra information and sending only the original application data up to the destination application layer. Each layer adds control information to each step. The generic term for data at each level is protocol data unit, but PDU at different each layer. For example, a PDU at the internetwork layer is different from PDU at the internetwork layer. Data has been added to the transport layer. Transport layer data. The different names for PDU at each layer are done. So that that's it from the activity from chapter 3. So thank you for watching.